Hey everyone, welcome back to the Accountability Mentorship. I'm your host, Michael Fields. Thank you for joining. Today we're going to talk about not listening to people or their opinions if they are not going to shape your future, passions, dreams, goals, or purpose. There is a lot of people in this world that have their own opinions of us. And we as humans use these responses from other people to shape who we are. And it's just human nature. This is what our mind does automatically. But it's time that we need to change that for ourselves. Change our minds to not take in that specific information from these people. We need to stop listening to people's opinions that doesn't really truly matter. If anyone gives you their personal opinion about yourself and they are not on your mentor list or your friend list or business partner list, or they're not in your family or even some family members that do not, the family members that don't provide any kind of benefit towards your success in your future, and they're just there to give you horrible advice, or their opinion to matter, their opinion, then it's time that we shut these people out. If they're not on your list, your mentor list, like I said, your friend list, they're not part of your direct people that you spend most of your lives with, that's going to mold your success, we need to stop listening to those people. One of my mentors had kind of told me this, and I want you to think about this. If you want to be where they want to be, let's say that tomorrow you woke up in their shoes, the question is, do you need to ask yourself, would you want to be in their shoes? Would you want to be exactly who they are right now? And if not, then why do you make their opinion matter? And if their opinion doesn't matter, then why do you let that opinion hold any kind of weight in your life and your successful business or relationships? I've had to struggle with this in general, just with friends, when I started my business and when I started doing other stuff besides firefighting. They all told me, "Why are you doing that? You have a successful job." I kept getting kickback from people telling me that I need to focus more on my job as a firefighter than changing people's lives. And I get it, I love my job and I do go to work headstrong every single day. But I also feel a passion towards this. And I'm not going to just put my feelings aside and let other people control my life. But for some people will not be supportive of your success. Don't let those opinions of them matter in your life. Now, it's okay to have them as friends on the side, but are they not going to be your mentors? They're not going to be people that are going to shape your success. You need to have those people still. The people that are giving you toxic advice, these people should not be on your mentor list or friends list. So if you haven't listened to my podcast that I did this last week, then listen to the last podcast I did before this one. It deals strictly with how to choose your 4 top people that you spend most of your life with, your mentors, your friendship, your friends, people that you look up to. But it's most important that we don't let these toxic people have any kind of hold on our life. These toxic people can also burden you by putting a lot of different things on your shoulders. So it's time also with that we don't allow them to put their burdens on our shoulders. When they start talking to you and hey, this is going to be an exhausting conversation, don't let them waste your time. Say, you know what, time out. I'm not going to sit here and listen to you put all your burdens on my shoulders. I have more important things to go do. And Just say, I love you. If it's a friendship, or a family member, just say, I love you, and then move on. It's okay to still hang out with those people, but maybe it's not okay to listen to their toxic stuff. Or, if it really, if their toxic burdens and just stuff that they bring to the table is too much in your life, maybe it's just time we cut them off. Like, totally let them go in our lives. And these toxic people can be friends. They could even be family members. If they're being that toxic where they're controlling the outcome of your life, then you need to get them out of your life. That is not okay. You need to have accountability for the people that you keep in your life. So, kind of how to diagnose this. How are these people being toxic? If you have people in your life and you don't know if they're toxic or not, they should have a general support for your passions, dreams, goals, or the outcome of your own life. And if they don't, then you have a toxic person on your hands. They only care about themselves. They only care about their outcome. They burden you with all of their worries, and they expect you to get some kind of help back. Well, and it's okay to help certain people, that's fine. But if these people burden you, and they are so toxic to the point where you are just exhausted by the end of this, you need to get rid of these people out of your life and out of your business. And for some people, if they are in your direct family, sometimes it's not, sometimes you're not able to physically let them go. But it could be you could mentally let them go. That's okay. After you let these toxic people go, and I know it's hard to do, wake up the next day and say to yourself, this person will no longer be an influence in my life. And make that come true. Don't let them become an influence in your life. You are more important than someone influencing the outcome of your success. If it's family, mentally let them go and move on. Sometimes you have to spend time with family, and that's okay. But don't let them pull you into a conversation where they're going to be toxic towards you and be a straight up asshole. Don't listen to their crap. Don't put up with it. Just put them off and say, listen, I do not want to talk about this right now, and literally walk away. And I know this is going to take a lot of people. It's going to take a lot of strength for some people, but this is what we need to do. If you still can't control the situation in your family too, or a friend, and you still, you talk to them and specifically say, listen, I don't want to talk about this right now. I want to do this instead. And they still are burdening you, and it's still a problem, then we need to I don't care if it's a family member, we need to cut them out now. Don't spend time with them if it's that big of a deal. Now, this could be a little harder if it's a husband, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend. This could be a lot different. With this, we need to be a little bit carefuler. Get help through counseling. If it's an issue to where they're not going to be supportive of your goals, dreams, passions, then maybe, give it time. Relationships take time to build. But don't stay in a lifetime relationship with someone that's not going to be supportive of your outcome of what you want to do in your life. And this doesn't mean to not listen to your spouse also. I've always had a thought that, spouses are very important to listen to because they're the ones that are going to tell you the exact truth. So maybe we need to listen to it. Don't say, oh, she's just being toxic or he's just being toxic. Maybe we need to listen to them, But there are also some toxic people out there. There is also some toxic relationships. So I get that. But in the outcome, if they're not going to be supportive of your goals, dreams, and passions, then why are we keeping them in our lives? Maybe it's time that we need to let these people go. Your significant other should not also be dragging you down every day, and they shouldn't make your life so toxic that you talk to them and go to work exhausted, or come home and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to be exhausted after I listen to all this toxicity in my relationship. You don't need that. So, obviously, like I said, get help if you have any issues, and maybe I'll do a podcast on this, just strictly on toxic spouses, because I know this is a big issue in the world. This isn't I'm not saying for you to go get a divorce, or saying that you need to go actually do something. Just be a parent that it's not okay to keep these toxic people in your life. And if it is a big issue, then you need to go get help about it. If you can't afford counseling, then maybe you need to go talk to someone in the church about it if you're religious, or talk to a friend that may be able to help. But our main outcome is we want to keep these people, our spouses, our friends, our mentors, that have a general give a crap towards our future. And also, you shouldn't be a toxic person to anybody else either. You should have a general give a crap about their lives also. It's time that we stop letting people and their negative comments affect our outcome and our success. You know who you are. Down deep, you know who you truly are. They don't know who you are. So maybe it's time that we show them who you are. Show them that you're not going to put up with their crap. It is that simple. Don't have people in your life that are going to hold weight in your life if their opinions don't matter. I've struggled with this over my life. I've let people's opinions matter. And then when I was around that person, I would be very cautious and be like, oh my God, I better not even try to talk to this person or make, any kind of conversation, because I know that they're going to come to me and they're going to be the most toxic person in the world. I realized that their opinion doesn't matter. And I'm just going to let them spout off whatever they're going to spout off. And that's it. And I'm going to ignore them and move on with my day. It took a lot for me to get to that point. So this podcast holds a lot of weight also in my life. And I know it does for a lot of people out there. So don't let those people stay in your life. It's time that we change it. And this one thing may be the difference between your failure and your success. So let's just do it. Get these toxic people out. It's time that we value the opinions of others that support you for the rest of your life. Thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you everyone for joining me today. This was a down and dirty kind of podcast, so thank you. If you like this episode, please like and subscribe to this channel so you can hear more life-changing material. And if you know anybody that might benefit from these podcasts, please like, subscribe, and share these podcasts to anybody else who may like them or who may benefit from them. For my listeners that have been listening for a little while, that do not know, I have extra material. Check out my Facebook page at Accountability Mentorship. On there, throughout the week, I'll be posting some extra motivational content, so please check that out. And once again, thank you all for listening again. And remember, change yourself and find your purpose so that you can change the lives around you through your passions. Have a great day.